You've been staring at the same crochet pattern for 3 weeks and you still haven't started it. And I'm going to tell you exactly why and what to make instead. There's a reason some crochet projects feel impossible to start and others have you sitting down with your hook at midnight without even realizing how late it got. It's not about skill level, it's not about the yarn, it's about picking the right project at the right time. And right now, in this moment, there are specific items that people are absolutely obsessed with making, and once you see them, you're going to want to grab your hook immediately. I've been deep in the crochet world for a while now, and I've noticed certain projects keep coming up again and again. On Pinterest, on TikTok, in crochet groups, in comment sections everywhere. People are finishing these items and immediately starting another one. They're gifting them, selling them, and showing them off. So today, I'm going to walk you through all of them, what they are, why people love making them, what yarn works best, and how easy they actually are to make. Let's start with the one that genuinely surprises people when they hear it's crochet, the bucket hat. I know, it sounds simple, but the crochet bucket hat has taken over in a way that's hard to explain unless you've seen it. People post a finished bucket hat, and the comments are always the same. Wait, you made that? Because a well-made crochet bucket hat looks like something you'd buy in a boutique for a lot of money. And the best part? It's actually one of the more beginner-friendly projects on this list, if you go with chunky cotton yarn. The reason it works so well is the structure. Crochet naturally holds its shape in a way that knitting sometimes doesn't, so the brim comes out stiff and neat without any extra effort from you. You work in rounds from the top down, which means you can try it on as you go and adjust the size before you commit. A lot of people finish their first bucket hat in a weekend, sometimes faster. If you use a 5mm hook and a medium weight cotton yarn, you get that clean, slightly textured look that photographs really well. And if you switch up the colors, stripes, color blocks, earthy tones, you suddenly got something that looks intentional and stylish rather than just homemade. The bucket hat is also one of those projects that feels good to make. The repetition is calming, the progress is fast, and the payoff at the end is huge. That's actually the theme of everything on this list. These are all projects where the effort feels worth it because the result is something you'd actually wear, use, or give someone. Speaking of wearing, let's talk about the crochet crop top and bralette situation because it has not slowed down at all. If you've scrolled through any crochet content in the past year or two, you've seen these everywhere. And honestly, the reason they're so popular is that they look way harder than they are. A granny square crop top, for example, is literally just a series of granny squares joined together. That's it. You already know how to make granny squares. Most beginners do. The trick is just in how you connect them and where you add straps. The bralette version's a little more shaping focused, but there are so many free patterns out there right now that walk you through it step by step. People are making these in cotton, in bamboo yarn, in linen blends. Anything light and breathable works. And the cool thing is that the texture of crochet in a crop top or bralette actually reads as very intentional. It's supposed to look like a handmade textile. That's the whole point. You're not trying to replicate a factory-made shirt. You're making something that looks like it came from a small, slow fashion brand. These are also huge if you sell crochet items. People will pay real money for a hand-crocheted summer top because they can't find that exact look anywhere else. Now let's move into bags because this category is having a serious moment. The market bag, also called the tote bag, the mesh bag, the farmer's market bag, depending on who you ask, is probably the most universally loved beginner project right now. And I think the reason it's so popular is that it's immediately practical. You finish it and you use it that same day. You take it to the grocery store, to the farmer's market, to the beach. People see it and ask where you got it, and you get to say you made it. The mesh stitch is what makes most market bags so fast to work up. It's a very open, airy stitch pattern that creates natural stretch, which means your bag can hold more than you'd expect. Jute yarn and raffia yarn are extremely popular for these right now because they give that natural, organic look that pairs perfectly with the whole market bag vibe. But you can make one in cotton too, and it'll wash beautifully. If you want to make something a little smaller in the bag category, mini pouches and coin purses are having a moment too. People make these as gifts constantly. You can finish one in an hour or two, add a zipper or a button closure, and you've got something that looks genuinely cute and useful. These are also perfect stash-busting projects. You know, those leftover scraps of yarn you have sitting in a bag somewhere that you don't know what to do with? A tiny pouch uses almost nothing and uses it up perfectly. And then there are scrunchies, which I feel like people underestimate as a crochet project. They're fast, they're fun to make in different colors, and people actually use them every single day. If you want to make a set of gifts for someone and you have limited time, a matching set of crochet scrunchies in their favorite colors is genuinely thoughtful and takes almost no time at all. There's also a version made with satin ribbon yarn that gives a really luxurious, silky look. Those ones are especially popular right now. Okay, now let's talk about home items, because this is where crochet really shines as a relaxing hobby. Coasters are something people sleep on, and they shouldn't. A set of crochet coasters, especially the sunflower style or the classic granny square version, looks genuinely beautiful on a coffee table. You make one, you put it down, and suddenly your whole room looks more intentional. They're also the perfect low-pressure project for days when you want to crochet but your brain is tired. The repetition repeats, your hands know what to do, and you just sit there and breathe and make something pretty. Cotton yarn is the move for coasters because it's absorbent, it washes well, and it holds its shape after multiple uses. A set of 4 to 6 matching coasters makes a really good gift too, especially if you put them in a little box with some tissue paper. Plant pod covers are another home project that's blowing up right now, especially among people who are into the whole plant parent aesthetic. The idea is simple. You crochet a sleeve or cover that goes around a plain plastic pot, and suddenly the whole thing looks like a boho decor piece from an expensive home store. If you use a stretchy stitch, one size can fit several different pots, which means you can make a bunch of them without having to measure every single time. And then there is the chunky blanket, the project that started so many people's crochet journeys. There's a reason this one never goes out of style. It's because making a chunky blanket is one of the most satisfying experiences in crochet. You use jumbo weight yarn, you use a big hook, we're talking 10 millimeters or larger, and the blanket grows so fast that you can see real progress in a single sitting. The stitches are huge, the yarn is soft, and the repetition puts your brain in this really calm, focused state where nothing else matters except the next stitch. That's what people mean when they talk about crochet as a form of self-care. A chunky blanket is basically that experience in project form. It takes a weekend, sometimes less, and when you're done, you have this big, cozy, beautiful thing that you made with your own hands that you can use every single day. So, if you've been feeling stuck or uninspired, or you just needed someone to point you towards something that's actually going to hold your attention, start with one of these. Pick the one that made you go, "Oh, I want that," while you were reading this. That's the one. That's your next project.